Hey, thanks for tuning in today. So just touched down in Camp Manji. Well, I've had a few hours sleep. So interesting, the whole airport experience, but I will talk more on that. But let's rewind to Brisbane Airport. Flight into Singapore was fantastic. I actually got to meet some of the crew at Brisbane Airport. So Tim, Benjamin and Renee, just lovely people. When we were getting on the flight, Benjamin actually said it was hilarious because we're waiting to get on the plane and of course they hand out the headphones. And he's like, well, everyone's talking about AI taking over the world, but we still have two-ping headphones, like two prongs that you have to put into a seat thing. Like it hasn't changed since the 1980s. And something really cute around that, I remember going for a walk and talk with my friend Julian Ma. He does a lot of work on change and he just dropped this really banger line into the conversation. And he said, isn't it fascinating that the more change we have, the more familiarity we crave? And it is true about the nostalgia. Like on the flight, I actually watched Ace Ventura. I didn't watch a new movie. I wanted to watch something that was familiar and funny to me. And yeah, I find Jim Carrey really funny. But on Singapore Airlines, they actually had a whole category of movie that had reboots and retakes. And it was all like The Naked Gun. I mean, Liam Neeson's now the new Naked Gun guy. Superman, Karate Kid. This whole thing around nostalgia. I know Gary Vaynerchuk a while ago was talking a lot about nostalgia and how it's super profitable now, like because I think exactly what Julian Ma was saying, people just crave familiarity. And it's like when you get older as well. I mean, I love new songs and that's why I love going on my Peloton is because I get exposed to new music. But you still can't beat those old tunes that, again, bring you back to a time, make you feel comfortable and safe. So that was one thing. The flight into Singapore was great. I actually I wanted to go into that lounge I was talking about. It was fully booked. So I ended up, this is terrible. You can book a hotel room for a few hours. So I did that just to have a shower and lie down. I didn't realize how tired I was when I got onto the plane. Basically, the flight left at 9 a.m. and I was asleep by about 9:15, just really tired. And this morning, let's talk about Kathmandu Airport. Wow. I mean, I've been to a lot of airports in my life and there's some ones where I remember going to New York and spending like an hour and a half in the line. Jakarta is another interesting one where immigration lines, they don't really care. Kuala Lumpur, I've had a terrible experience 2 hours waiting to get in. What was interesting about Kathmandu Airport, I think it gives you a sense of what the place is like in terms of, not island time, I don't know what it's called, mountain time maybe, where like the Singapore Airlines, like the pilot did a great job, he got the plane in on time, but we had to actually wait for 30 minutes to park the plane because there was no park available at the airport. So you think, so that was 30 minutes. And then we get in, we get bussed to the actual terminal, and then there's kind of utter confusion in terms of visas and where you go. There's numerous things you could have done. Maybe all of them were right. I don't think anyone was really enforcing what line you got into. And so that's a kind of an insight for me is like just go into any line and you should be able to sort yourself out. What we did though was probably not the right thing. We went to a visa machine, we had to line up for about 20 minutes to even answer questions on the machine. Then to line up again for another 20 minutes to pay for the visa that you just applied for. And then there was another line for another 30 minutes to actually get to immigration. So the whole airport, I think it took us about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get out of the airport. Once we were out though, and that's the good thing about groups, is that we could all help each other and commiserate. And there's a good expectation of what to expect in Nepal. Like things are not going to run smoothly. It's not Singapore Airport, like not Changi Airport anymore. Like, this is a whole new thing and just go with the flow. So that was good. Yeah, checked in. Sleep wasn't the best. I think there's a bit of a nightclub near me. And not that actually put me off because I was that tired, but I've just got this low-grade headache. And I think it's from dehydration or maybe even from just running so hard, not literally, but just running so hard in terms of work and doing everything. And then when you kind of build up to something and then you stop and your body kind of catches up with you, I feel like it's that. So right now you can probably hear some background noise. I'm actually out. Well, I wanted to go out for a walk and I was like, yeah, cool. I was like, get like a 30-minute hour walk in and get my bearings. It's my favorite thing to do on the first day, even though I am tired, but there's no point. I can't sleep in. So why not get out, get some sunshine? But on this walk, like I'm 4 minutes in and I find this coffee shop. It's called Rise and Grind Coffee. There's this table out front. So I'm just seated here with a cappuccino and I'm just watching the world go by. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I'll definitely smash this and then continue walking. But that's been the experience so far. So yeah, we've met up with other members of the group. They're all fantastic. Some have, I think there's a range of experience in terms of hiking and travel as well. So yeah, really can't wait. Like just excited to get to know them. I've scoped out some rooftop cafes. I want to just grab some more coffees out later today. Got to sort my packing out. I've already stuffed up the hotel safe. I don't know what to do there. So I'm going to have to tell someone about it. Yeah, I think I've locked it and I haven't set the key code. Anyway, these are little things, but I just wanted you to get a sense of what I'm hearing in terms of like, what time is it now? It's 7:10. and everyone's just waking up now. So I'm going to walk to Garden of Dreams. It's just like this little park, and literally just walk around and try to get lost. The good thing is I won't get lost because I've got Google Maps. I've got an eSIM called Nomads, and that was great. I bought it in Australia, so when I got into Nepal, it took me about 10 minutes to activate, but now I've just got all data off the back of that. So that's awesome. I hope you're doing well, and thanks for listening. I'll speak to you tomorrow.